Welcome to Rooster AM. It's Ryan Nelson, straight out of Oklahoma. Jake Bowers is bringing the grit, the heart, and the raw country you've been waiting for with a voice that can tear through a story in every lyric. Jake is the kind of artist who makes you feel every word deep in your bones. Whether he's singing about love, loss, or living wild and free, he's carrying the torch of real Oklahoma country music. Welcome to the show, Jake.
Somebody.
It's going great. I just quick fun story. My mom asked, who is it that you have this week coming on? And I said, we have Jake Bauer coming on. And she just lost her mind with Jack Bauer from 24.
The actor.
Yeah. And I said, Mom, 24 is a character. Jake is real. And the truth is, your music is real. So where did you find this love for country music and the realness that you have?
Well, the realness came from struggle, failing, doing the wrong things and learning to do the right. So that's where the realness comes from, battles within myself. But I got started, both my parents were musicians. So dad's a singer, guitar player, mom plays keys. So they toured all over before I was born. And then I think I was 11, 12 years old when dad started a band and I was in it. So we played in a band together till I was 18.
And what was that band?
Whiskey Moon.
So you consider yourself more of a musician, a writer, a performer?
I'm a songwriter. If I had to label myself, definitely a songwriter.
Yeah, you do a good job.
Thanks.
Like one of my favorite lyrics that you wrote was in Bail Money, and this line, I thought this is a great line. And I don't understand why that song is not streamed over 2 million times.
Well, I've never pushed it. I've never promoted it.
Because better things to do with my life than worrying about you, honey. You ain't worth the jail time, and I ain't got no bail money. I'm like, that's straight outlaw. That's straight outlaw country.
Yeah, I mean that's the truth. That's the truth.
Is that what kind of genre would you put yourself in? Would that be?
I don't know. I write what I feel at the moment. I don't ever have a plan when I write songs. I don't sit down and say I'm gonna write a song about love or write a song about trucks, whatever. It's whatever I'm going through in life is what comes out. If that makes sense, it's my therapy. It's what keeps me going.
So what's your process? Is it lyric?
I freestyle everything.
Freestyle?
Yeah, I'll just I let my heart and whatever I'm feeling come out. So I'll just sit there and I'll come up with like and then whatever comes out, like the waves come crashing in, and just make it up from there.
Wow. Okay. See that's what I've heard some people say. I'm weird when it comes to writing. I am one of the few that actually write it out first. Really? And then try to come up with the melody.
Oh, that's so hard. That's so hard to do.
And it's because I loved English, so I write poetry. I make it more of a poetry, like she rolled in like a southern storm, wild and cold, eyes like fire, heart black as coal.
But see, as you're writing it, you already have kind of a medley.
Oh, I have the cadence in my head, okay, so and then I just apply the music behind it, and it's like.
But I've tried that process before. I lived in Nashville for a while, and like 3 days a week, I'd write songs. I'd go to a different house or label head or whatever, and I would meet 3 or 4 people I've never met in my life, and they throw you in a room and you write songs together. Wow. So that's when I really learned how to write. And I mean, because there's 4 or 5 people, it's difficult. Writing sessions can be difficult, especially you don't relate with the people you're writing with. But I've been fortunate enough to write with some really great people, like Arlo Smith. He's won CSAC Songwriter of the Year 3 times. Wow. Wrote songs like "Hey Miss Mayberry," "Sitting on the Porch" for Rascal Flatts.
Wow!
And those run smooth, but I learned from doing that. I learned how to bust songs out. Like it don't take me very long to finish a song, and then there's times that I might come up with the chorus, save it, finish it 6 years later.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. I just write what I feel, bud.
So when we talk about this writing, what was some of your big influences growing up? Do you have any like artists or people that you looked at and thought, man, I want to be like that? Or
man, people ask me that question all the time. Like, I don't even listen to music. Really? I don't really listen to music now. Like writer wise, like Merle Haggard, because he wrote The Truth. He was in like prison and really lived in hell and wrote and still had some hope at the end. So like. I don't. There's not anybody that I would like to be, or love to be them. Uh,
So
maybe
you
that
just like to share your heart.
maybe that's in being having an ego or something. But I mean, I just want to be a better version of myself today than what I was yesterday. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So it's therapeutic.
yeah, it's who I am.
That's amazing. That's actually refreshing because a lot of people they try to write something that's going to be a top 40 hit.
Yeah. They're doing music for somebody else.
Right. Instead of saying, I'm going to write this, it's going to be my story.
Yeah, and see, I have 180 songs nobody in this world's ever heard. So, and they're the best songs I've ever written. So that's what I'm about to start. We just started this record label, and that was the whole point of it. I'm gonna be in the studio for months and months and months recording songs.
Wow.
And I'll digital release them, and then I'll pitch them also. So I'll put them online and streaming platforms, and then pitch them to publishers at the same time.
And I'm going to be real, guys. If you're listening to me, he's a genuine man. I will say he came in and sat down in here, and he has. And I'm not going to say exactly what, but I can tell you that he has answered a prayer for me and my wife, and he did it within 10 minutes of being here. I think big things are going to come because when someone has a heart like yours,
Yes,
it won't be ignored.
and that's refreshing to hear from you because most people have opinions about me, but they don't know me.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
all kinds of opinions.
Yeah.
But they've never spent time to even sit down and talk to me.
Right.
I mean, they might have seen me do something stupid or whatever and run with it, which I've done lots of stupid stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Ooh,
But
that we all have.
there's not very many people in this world that truly know me. I don't hang out with people. I love myself. I love being alone. That's what I enjoy because I've dealt with so much fakeness throughout my whole life,
Yeah.
that I just don't put up with it no more.
So, well, if we're going to talk about that, there's something that I think there's when I look at the music industry, and I'm not in it like you guys are. Well, not quite yet.
Not yet. You're in the process of it.
Yeah. So I've heard, and again, I'm not trying to run anybody down, but I've heard that Nashville's a little dirty.
No, this whole world's dirty.
And that like they think that Oklahoma and Texas is kind of second tier country. Like you have to come to them.
They think that because they've been trying to buy artists from these two states forever.
Yeah.
And they get some, but the real ones don't get bought by them. So they don't play that machine. They're not part of the musical machine. Because that's what they want to do. They want to change you and control what they want. They see somebody that's a great singer or a great looking guy or whatever, they can work with that if that person obeys them.
Right.
But they're sheep. They're searching for sheep. They don't like wolves.
Wow. That's good. And I'm like the one that says, if you want to raise up a generation of warriors who work in a garden.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of gardeners that go to war.
Okay, I like that. I like that analogy.
So it's better to be tough, strong, and in your face, but be able to humble yourself to work in a garden and not just destroy it, than to be a gardener and then when you're thrown in the fire, you just get ate up. Yeah. And that I've kind of heard that's kind of what happens. And I was told try to stay local, try to stay in Oklahoma.
And what's crazy is the people that are going to buy your stuff aren't the people that you know. What's crazy blows my mind. Most of my 85% of my listeners are from Australia.
Wow.
Like on my demographics, my top cities every month are from Australia: Sydney, Brisbane, and that blows my mind.
Well, there's an explosion of country music there. Yeah. Also in Sweden, I think there's.
It just blows my mind that that's the people that listen to my stuff online. I mean, people here see me perform a lot, but they're not the ones that's online listening, streaming me.
Wow. Well, a prophet's never welcome in his hometown.
Yeah. I just think it's interesting. I mean,
yeah, that is interesting. So, when you're writing songs, tell me the truth. How many words can you find that rhyme with Oklahoma?
Oh hell, I don't know. I'd have to be playing something and it just come out. I'm not a big thinker. I just do.
Because I write. Like I'm pretty good at finding words. Yeah, I'm like Oklahoma is one of the hardest words to write a song about, and all these
Oklahoma, Tacoma, Soma, Shoma, Toma. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just making stuff up now.
So a lot of your songs, they feel really authentic. They feel true to life. How much of it comes from personal experience?
All of it. All of it. I don't write about somebody else. I write about myself.
So bail money is a true story?
Yeah, I've been to jail several times, bud. There's times I didn't have bail money either.
So you want to talk about any of that? Or
I don't care. You ask me whatever. I'm an open book. I ain't ashamed of anything.
So when you wrote that song, what was the trigger for that?
Going to jail over a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like a bar fight or?
No. Oh my goodness. Okay. People trying to ruin me is what. And I was playing a show when they came and arrested me. I was in the middle. I was in the middle of a show when I got arrested. Dude, I've been arrested 6 times in my life. All 6 times has been at a concert of mine.
They just know that's where they get you.
Well, they do it on purpose. Defamation of character. They try to. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I've been messed with pretty good in life.
Dude, that's got to be helpful for you. Like, man, you are like a real Merle Haggard.
Now, Scooters one night, they picked me up, arrested me. Scooters drove there, bonded me out. I was back at the show in 30 minutes playing again.
Wow. That's awesome. These are good stories.
I'm not ashamed of it.
Oh, don't be ashamed.
Oh, I'm not. And I really don't give a damn what people think of it.
Because what do you say? You said your whole idea is to get better every day.
Yeah, I want to be better today than what I was yesterday. That's it.
Yeah, you learn. You live and learn.
And you know, what other people think or feel about you or say about you really doesn't matter when you know yourself. It don't affect you. When you truly know who you are as a person, but all this outside noise, you know what's true and what's not. People get defensive because it's true. I don't have to get defensive because it's all bull, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
You made it really easy for me earlier before we started, was when I was talking about how I was kind of nervous to go to the studio. Like I'm genuinely nervous because I don't know what to expect.
Of course.
And when you said, you go, why do you even care what anybody says and what it sounds like? Well, it's you. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. And I was like, wow, that really just shed a whole lot of like anxiety because like, why do I care?
People are so worried about being accepted. Right. All right. So that they forget the whole reason. Like, if you're playing music and doing things to please somebody else, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, anyways.
True. Man, that was just really wise.
Don't be wrong. I haven't always been like this. It took a lot of self work and battles. You know, battling my own demons to become who I am today. So, and I'm thankful I don't have a bunch of responsibility like kids or things I'm tied to. I'm the luckiest man in the world because I've had time to be by myself and figure out who I am.
Right. Yeah. I used to say that because I used to think I was cursed. Mm-hmm. Because when I couldn't have children, I was like, I'm cursed. I can't have children. I'm doing all this IVF. It's not going to work for me. And I was like, what did I do wrong? And then I realized I didn't do anything wrong. God wanted me to have the freedom to do other things that I would have never been able to do if I had children.
So and see, me and my ex-wife had that same problem. And and I thought that it was kind of a punishment, and I hated God for it because I was doing things at that point in my life. I was doing things right based in the eyes of society, if that makes sense. Yeah. But it took me several years to realize that, you know, I wouldn't be able to continue doing what I'm doing now if I had children. Right. Because I wanted how I was raised, you know, as soon as I have kids, I'm going to be putting
your 9 to 5, man.
I'll be busting butt to provide.
Right.
Where it's just me. I can run off to the Virgin Islands for 2 years and rediscover myself. And
do you have a song that you're the most proud of?
Yeah, I do, definitely.
Which one's that?
It's called Changing.
Changing.
I wrote it in rehab.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you went to rehab?
Sir, 9 months.
For
drugs and everything else. Yeah. I've never been in trouble for drugs. It's just that's something I've always battled. I have an addictive personality.
Right.
And I'm just I'm down for whatever. You know, I'm not scared of nothing in life. So it gets you in trouble.
What's the song? Oh my goodness, I'm going to draw a blank here. It was is it called Deserved?
Don't Deserve My Name.
Don't Deserve My Name. Dude,
that's wrote about getting divorced.
That song's money.
Yeah, maybe. I don't care about the money.
No, I'm just saying as a figure of speech. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, that was a good one. I was like, wow. I think anybody who's ever been divorced,
that's
that is a that's real.
Yeah, and that song made me realize that I wasn't a victim in it. I might have been the aggressor, and the whole outcome. But when you're going through that, you tend to point the finger instead of pointing the finger back at yourself.
Yeah.
When it comes down, we're in charge. We control what happens in our life by how we accept it. Or
Yeah, no kidding.
it's wild.
I've had that issue with I've noticed in my life, and this is something I've learned recently, is that I can't have control over everything.
Yeah.
And I've always tried to maintain a sense of control. And then when you finally say I can't control it,
It gets easier.
yeah, you're just like, you know what? It is what it is.
I wrote a song about that a couple weeks ago called "Let It Go." There's things in life that you can and can't control. That's one of the lines in it, but it's called "Let It Go." Pretty much just let go of what everyone else thinks and happens in your life. Just let it go.
Wow. Was there a time growing up when something it just clicked and you were like, this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life?
I've kind of always known that. I don't know why. I've done a lot of soul searching, and I knew what I was supposed to do, but I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was playing shows and things, I was kind of cocky. I was doing it to get girls or doing it to for whatever reasons. It didn't take hitting rock bottom and then a deeper bottom for me to really appreciate it, what the gift I have. So as soon as that happened, I mean, I know I'm here on earth to be writing songs.
Wow. Is there a time that where you had the most exciting moment on stage or a place, a venue where you were like, this changed my life?
No,
No.
no, I really don't truly get excited about much.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just kind of in the moment, and I'm not one of them people that overly get excited. Yeah, I think that comes from people telling me something, getting let down by things.
Mm.
Like, hey, I called so and so, and they're going to meet up with you, and Blake Shelton's kind of cut one of your songs, and blah blah blah. Well, I used to get pumped up and excited about something that's never happened yet.
Uh,
So I just go with whatever happens happens. That way you don't have any letdowns. You're not you know upset about anything when you live that way.
right. And you just recently kind of went on a break, correct? And
Yeah, I went to the Virgin Islands for almost 2 years. Just me.
what were you doing?
Well, I went there I was playing shows, about every day from 1 to 4. It's a big dock for Carnival cruise ships. So there's 20, 30,000 tourists there every day.
Wow.
So I'd go set up at a bar, I'd play for 3 or 4 hours, just tips. They gave me food and beer, and I made tips. And then, hell, I was a pool boy for a while. Did HVAC. I did everything to survive because it's expensive there. But I mainly I figured out a lot of things about myself there because I had no family, nobody to turn to, but me and God. So we figured it out.
Was there a turning point there, epiphany, or something that you just kind of a realization
Yeah,
that you
when
made?
there's a day that I realized that nobody's gonna be there for me but me.
Wow.
So that's where regained my confidence, my strength. Because once I accepted that, I started getting back on top. So it was a blessing. It was a big blessing. It was struggle. It was the most struggling I've ever done in my life, but it was a blessing.
Was is there so what's really turned you to motivate you into saying we want to do the label thing? What's the
That
motivation behind it?
well, because the motivation behind it is, I mean, look how much talent there is around us. Like, I know in this world there's 85 million people that are better than me. Singer, writer, whatever. But there's only one me. So when you figure out that, you know, you don't have to sound better than so and so, or play better than so and so, or look better than so and so. If it's all about the truth, being honest with yourself, and speaking your truth. And the label, I just see so many people. I had a leg up in the music business, right? Because my parents did it, so I didn't have to go through the years struggling to find shows just fell into my lap my whole life because of my dad. So like through high school, I played every Friday and Saturday night, every single Friday, Saturday. Played a football game. My mom would drive me to the bar to perform, and so I've never had trouble getting shows. So I see all these young artists that don't have any direction, nobody there to direct and guide them. to success or their own success. So that's what I get more out of that, helping somebody else develop and giving them opportunities that I was given than anything. I get more out of that.
So when have you guys officially launched?
Yeah, we just launched. We'll have everything done. We're going to launch the website and everything next week sometime. And I'm going to be the first artist that's going to be cutting songs through Broken Wagon Records. Uh, and what's cool about it is we don't have a designated studio. We find the studio producer we want to work with, and that's where we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The first songs I'm going to be doing in Norman, Studio 115, producer Wes Sharon. He's produced like Turnpike Troubadours.
Oh, we're back. That was great.
Yeah,
that was the last little intro. We had to get up and leave for just a moment, but we're back now. And he was just kind of playing out on his own.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's great. I loved it. So, is there a story or something you would like people to know about you and who you are? Because a lot of times we're misrepresented or misunderstood.
I just like people to know that, if I ever done you wrong or anything, I fully apologize. I'm sorry for that. Other than that, they'll see when I release music.
I just noticed that you love pretty hard.
I do. Yeah.
So it's kind of like you get to know somebody.
Yeah, and I don't let too many people in. So the people I let in, and I care about their happiness, their peace. I very deeply, very deeply. And I don't like seeing people tormenting themselves with, their emotions. And because, this is what I discovered in all my trouble. It ain't nobody else's fault but my own. And when a person accepts that we're the ones to blame for how people treat us, because it's what we allow. Sometimes you allow something to happen and never put your foot down, and then it builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up, and then all of a sudden you're destroyed. When you're confident and you know who you are, you are able to address something when you know it's not good for you. So you can stop it. That's what I discovered. That's how my journey's been. Everyone's journey is different. Like, I don't know. I just don't like seeing people hurt.
Right.
Hurt.
Yeah. So it's a really what you have is compassionate heart.
Of course, because I've known how bad I've hurt. So I don't want to see anybody go through that same thing.
Say you're down the bottom of the barrel and then below the barrel.
Yeah, there's unlimited amounts of bottoms for me.
So when you say I'm at rock bottom, don't ever say that.
Yeah, it can get worse. It can definitely get worse. And mine was based on self-destruction. Anything I get my hands on to destruct, to not face how I felt or what I was thinking. That's how I coped with it, is self-destructing. So
you had a little moment. You said earlier, and I don't want to get too involved in it, but you said you had a moment with you and God.
Of course, I have several. There's been 3 different times that I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, but it's like you're broke so bad that once you release it and repent and turn to Him, you feel this weight of problems that's lifted off your shoulders, as you're free from it.
Dude, it's David.
I've had that happen to me 3 times. The last time was 3 days before I left the island, and it's hard to explain. It's just like you break down a wall that was you created within yourself, and that's been broke down, so you reach another level of spirituality. Right. So that's happened 3 times in my life.
Wow, that's yep. And I've had about 3 of them too. It's like I
study a lot. I read a lot, and I study the human brain a lot, psychology a lot, and I've noticed every person has a third one once they reach that spiritual freedom. Everything I've studied on. So I think there's 3 different times that it'll happen until you reach your spiritual self.
Outside of music, is there any other ways that you kind of unwind?
I love hard work.
Hard work.
I'm talking. That's why I can barely walk right now. My back's shot because hell, I don't know how much weed eating I've done the last few days, but I work up on that ranch in Kansas, and I enjoy like roofing houses and stuff, man.
Right.
Like crazy hard work.
You like moving.
Yeah, and wearing myself out. You know, I was very competitive in sports growing up, and not having something to compete or that wears me out because I'm high strung. So like, in order to get like good sleep, I have to wear myself out completely.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. So are you a when you're not on the stage, are you a boots or sneakers guy?
Man, I don't wear sneakers much. I'm
Really?
boots 24/7 and maybe some Sperry's or hey.
Amazing. He's like, yeah. So when you're at the beach, you know, you
Yeah,
it's like,
I've never. That was what was different. I've never been a beach guy, but I'm more of the mountains guy. But I did find some peace within, like, there's a couple like unknown places like beaches there in Virgin Islands and St. Thomas that I found. So I'd go there with a nice chest, a guitar, and I'd be there all night long. I'd get there at like midnight and stay there writing songs till the sun came up. Then I'd go home. It was amazing.
so is there a dream kind of collaboration or dream scenario musically that you have, or are you just kind of living it now?
I don't think of. I have goals, of course, that I want to achieve for myself, but it's great. There's nothing that like, oh man, I want to do this or do that, do this, do that. That I've lived a lot of life in my short time and done a lot of things that my happiness comes from this being alone, by being by myself and writing songs. That might sound crazy, but
Not at all.
that's a
It's
that's what I look forward to.
sanctuary.
I look forward to being alone with a guitar, somewhere peaceful.
Wow.
Which my parents have a ranch in Winoka, out by Winoka, so I go out there and stay in the cabin quite a bit and write songs out there, and it's beautiful just to sit in nature with a guitar.
I love I love hearing music, and when I hear it, I'm not the one that's always listening for the catchy,
Yeah,
I'm listening to the story.
yeah, me too.
I like to hear the heart behind what's being.
Yeah. What made them want to say that?
Yeah, and there's this like for me, I think the dream scenario for me is not performing in front of 30,000 people. For me it's more of like having like a small, I guess, music festival of maybe like six
Yeah.
people around a campfire
You need to come to the farm. We
with
do, we do that every weekend or
with
every night.
with maybe like 50 people,
Yeah.
not 500, just
Yeah.
like maybe 50 to 100 people. And that to me is magic.
Or six people that's actually listening.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah, that's magic.
It is. It's magical.
Yeah, it's better than 10,000 people chanting.
Yeah, you and your old lady's gonna have to come to the farm. We'll have a side by side ride and cook out. My mom will make all kinds of food. And we just have guitars, campfires, guitars,
Oh, dude, my wife would
and
love
we just
that.
go around in a circle and everybody plays what they want to play.
My wife would totally
It's a
love that.
blast,
She
man.
would enjoy it. And my wife, she doesn't really talk about it very much. Super talented in the piano
Oh wow!
and amazing singer. Like
Sweet.
she can sing. I mean,
Have you guys done any duets or working
we
on any
well,
original duets?
well, what we're gonna do is when we go to record this next couple weeks, yeah, I was gonna have her come and sing on one of the songs.
The harmony and stuff.
Yeah, like for the Enid song, because
yeah.
what I thought is I wanted a lot of Oklahoma people to be involved on the Enid Oklahoma song,
Yeah.
and so Brian Hedges is going to be a part
cool.
of it, and we're just going to include a lot of people from Enid on that song, and she's going to be, since she lives here, she's going to be on it. She's going to sing,
It's awesome.
and I'm going to have her sing, with one of the verses.
Yeah. That's awesome to hear back too. Like my first album, I put out when I was like 16, I think.
Yeah.
And my dad did all the harmony on it, and me and my mom sang a song together on it. Like so, it's still that's probably the most special project I've done so far. It's because I had both of them on it. So
What song was your mom on?
I don't want to say goodbye. Is what it's called.
Okay.
You have to check it out.
Yeah, because I was listening to it today.
Riding, I don't know if you heard Riding.
I love
That real high pitched, good harmony. That's my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was. That's a good
I
song.
wrote when I was 14, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
It sounded like a guy that'd been riding and running
been
shows
living a
for
lot of
yeah.
life. Yeah. Well, I wrote that in the eyes of my dad.
Oh.
That the song's actually not about a girl. It's about playing music with my dad. Like, yeah, it's now people that's heard it and they go listen to it now, knowing that they're gonna see it in a totally different way.
If you had to describe your music in, let's say, 3 words.
What would it be?
Yeah.
Uh, it's definitely my truth. Uh, Man, 3 words, that's tough to describe, bud. I don't know. Real, truthful, and all over the place.
Real, truthful, and crazy.
I don't know how to. I've never been asked that question. That's a good question.
When you think about the country, because I wouldn't, because you're very much a singer songwriter. Yes, are you more of an Oklahoma country sound, you think, or more of a folk?
I don't know, man. Like, because I write what I feel at that moment. Yeah. So I could sit here and play you songs that is total folk. I play original songs that's totally like Seether or right. System of a Down. Then I play something that's Merle Haggard or Kenny Rogers. Even.
Yeah, I heard you. I was like, I saw like a video of you doing it was a cover of a rock song, something.
Or like Black Crows or anything. Like, yeah, I write songs whatever I feel, and of course, everything we hear in life, we know ingrained in our brains. That influence comes out obviously when you're writing a song like that. I would think, or you want to have that in you already, that style or sound.
So you grew up. When you grew up and you were driving around in your truck or your car, or whatever.
What was I listening to?
Yeah, what were you?
Cross Canadian Ragweed. Yeah. So, a lot of cross Canadian.
Wow.
Or Hall & Oates. I like You're a Rich Girl.
Yeah. Wait, and you're not that old.
I'm 34.
Okay. Yeah, you're my wife's age. Oh, it's no problem. That's so cool. So you're gonna do this label thing, and we just found out here moments ago that you guys are going to be one of our main people here on the podcast, and you're going to sponsor it. What artists that are going to come on, or people that see this, what would you like from them? Like, do you want them
to know about us?
Yeah.
If you're needing kind of developed artist development, that's going to be our key is artist development and giving people the opportunity to be able to record. Right. So like, and what we're going to do, we're going to set it up to where, it will be financed for you to go record. Like, so say a new artist calls us and they need to go cut a single. Mm-hmm. Well, we will have the funds to pay for that single for you to go in and record. And what we do is the master, you'll have all the songwriting credits, all the royalties to that, and we'll just get a cut of the master track, 50% of the master. Okay. So, but we put up all the upfront cost. So, and
that makes it where you can actually do it.
Yeah, it makes where the artist has a chance to be able to get that song out there. And I've been in the business a long time. I've worked at a bunch of different studios. I've been published songwriter since, I don't know, I was 16. And I just now understand the whole royalty process, the publishing process. There's master tracks, there's master, royalties, songwriting royalties. There's just so much different royalties because there's 200% of a song when it's published and recorded. So taking 50% of the master track, the master is going to be the finished product that is streamed, that you're going to have on Spotify, Apple Music, right. Yeah, or that's on the CD or whatever. We'll just have 50% of that song that we paid for, which is, you will never find a label or somebody that's going to invest in you to record. You will never get that.
What is it normally? Oh, like 100%.
Yeah, they own 100% of the master, and you get like a songwriting royalties.
Oh, like that. That point.
Yeah, like that Spotify pays you 0.0009 cents to every stream or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's I've had several different record contracts presented to me, and they're all snakes, man. Really? Yeah, they're not out for the artist; they're out for the buck. And I mean, you see in Nashville, you see people that's had #1 hits get shelved. Like labels that's with the label, they'll take all the money that they've made from, say, Chase Rice, for instance. Take Chase Rice's income that they've made off Chase Rice and dump it into another artist they believe in more. That knows that's going to make them more money. And then they'll knock them off the label and hit them with a bill for it.
Dang, man, that's just cutthroat.
Yeah, and then you end up in debt to the label, $500,000 or $600,000, whatever they invested into you. Yeah, we're not going to play the game like that. We're for people, giving the people a chance to be heard. That's all we care about.
Cool. Well, that might be the.
And like show wise, I'm going to help anybody that gets with us and works with us, I will do anything contact wise or anything I can do to help them. I'm there, and that comes for free.
That's awesome, man. You already told me you would come and help us.
Of course, I'd love to get together and play a show with you sometime.
I'm down.
Well, you tell me when, I'll book something.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Because I know there's a lot of people who are really excited about what I'm doing. But
Sir,
I'm like,
it sounds it sounds awesome.
I'm extremely. I'm trying to stay as humble as I can.
Hey, when you first get into it,
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough I had my dad there. If I didn't have my dad there to put me in check constantly, I would have been terrible. But what happened anyways, once my dad was done playing, I started my own band. That's when the real problems became within myself.
Yeah, so I think accountability is always needed.
It definitely is. I wish I could go back to my younger self and kick me in the hoo-haws, you know?
What's kind of one of the worst like mistakes you made in made music and show? You told me you spent quite a bit on one.
Yeah, and I've been fortunate that I've always had sponsors or people that believed in me to finance it, you know, but I don't know. My biggest mistake is not being consistent. Like, I haven't released new music in I don't know how long, dude. Like, I put out my first album and it put me on the map. I should have continued from that, but I went through some times in my life where I didn't play music. Then I got married and stopped really recording and playing shows. And that's why I'm excited I'm going to cut these 180 songs and I'm going to release a new song every month for however long it takes to put them all out there. So I'm going to be able to promote them and pitch them to Spotify playlist and all kinds of stuff. I know how to do it now. Like, who's inspired me really is his very first shows ever was Josh Malloy with me. You know, Josh Malloy got his start, you know, playing little bars with me, Chandler's Bourbon, Sharkies, you know, with me. And I'm so proud of where he's at now. It's amazing.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah. I get more out of that than success for myself, knowing that I was able to help somebody get to a level to where they could reach their heights.
Yeah, it's very much how like Brian was.
Yeah. Like he had somebody. Everybody needs that one person to leg them up to the next.
Yeah, because he kind of the one that got me the confidence in doing all of this. He just kind of looked at me and said, "Why haven't you recorded?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know." And he's like, "Dude, we'll just make it happen." And I said, "Okay."
It seems like he put it together pretty quick.
He did it within a week.
He was just on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and within a week, and then I got a call, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to do this," and I was like, "Oh," and then I got another call from someone else who said, "Wait, before you do that, do this," and then I was like, "What do I do?" And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to roll with Brian because he was the first one. And
he put his time and effort.
Yeah, you already did
all this work for me. I'm going to roll with you. And he's a kind man.
He's a good soul, man. A good soul.
And he's from Enid, so.
I got to work with him on a movie set. Thing they shot out in Freedom, Oklahoma. It's called Freedom.
The movie was?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if it ever came out or not, but he was there and like I had my band. I was paid to like perform during the movie, like for a bar scene.
Oh, cool.
And he jumped up and sang with me and stuff. It was cool.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Hi, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, he's washing too.
Oh, yeah.
He's a washer.
Yeah.
Him and his wife both, and they were the kindest. Is there anything that you would? I mean, I personally love the Bail Money song.
Yeah.
Like, if you could play that one for me personally, that'd be great. But like, is there anything that you would like to actually share as well?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of song you want to hear? You tell me.
I want you to be able to. What's on?
What's on your heart?
All right, I got one. I think.
You got one that's on your heart?
Yeah, I think so.
And then, of course, before you leave, every person signs the guitar.
Perfect.
So I gotta get you on there. Yeah, go ahead and let's see what we can do. Let's get one of these songs going. Yeah.
I heard you're having a hard time keeping your mouth closed. Things you're saying about me, everybody already knows. But don't you think there's a better place for you to stick your nose? Cause it's at the joint. You get the point. So you're gonna bring it out to a gunfight. Don't grab the bull by the horns. You raw had no cattle jack. Knock you off your horse. Better things to do with my life than worry about you, honey. You ain't worth that jail time. And I ain't got no Mayday, this ship is going down. The talk's cheap and dialing me out has a way of getting around. If I were you, I wouldn't let the sun set on my ass in this town. You got no class. Sorry for saying that. Can't you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Don't grab a bull by the horns. Your raw had no cattle jack. I'ma knock you off your horse. I better things to do in my life. Been worried about you, honey. You ain't worth that jail time. And I ain't got no bail money. But I was gonna try and take the high road. That didn't work out. Your bygones can't be bygones. If you won't shut your mouth, so you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Don't grab a bull by the horns. Your raw had no cab jack, and I'ma knock you off your horse. Better things to do in my life. Been worried about you, honey. You ain't worth the jail time. And I ain't got no bail money. Yeah. I ain't got no bail money. Hope I don't go to jail.
It's such a good song.
Oh, thanks, bud.
And you don't think it's one of your better ones, right?
That's a good one.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's a... I don't know. I've got so many songs that nobody's heard, so I don't know what's good.
Yeah, that's true.
I know what I feel, but what I feel ain't what's going to sell, you know?
That's awesome. So,
What else do you have, guys? So what song do you want that's on your heart that you want to talk about? And is there a story behind it? Maybe we can.
All kinds of stories. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to give you a couple options. You tell me here, title-wise. Things You Can't Take Back, Changing, Far Away From Here.
Let's go with Changing.
Changing?
Yeah. What's the story behind it?
I actually wrote this in rehab. I wasn't forced to go or anything. I just knew I had some legal troubles, and I was like, man, I really need to go try to turn my life around. It was a faith-based rehab, a discipleship program in Fairview called TLC. So I went there, and man, it was such a great experience. You know, other than jail, that was the step to my life changing. But jail was the biggest blessing in my life. Doing a year in jail was the biggest blessing of my life. Sounds crazy, don't it?
not at all.
But I've always been able to run from my problems. Because I can get in the truck and go wherever I want. Well, in jail, you don't. You can't run nowhere but that cell. So you have to really face yourself in there if you want to change.
Yeah.
And you can make the best of it and work on things in there, or you can just go to sleep. Well, you can only sleep for so long. But I wrote this song in rehab, and the people I've hurt the most is the people that love me. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. That's it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
But all of my problems, I need to solve them. It's holding me back from who I am. I don't know the reasons for leaving. And after all, I'm just a man. But Lord, I'm changing, and I'm getting the help I need. Shedding off the old, and I'm growing new leaves. But I'm not complaining. No, it hasn't been easy. It's taking more time. You're finding the real me. But Lord, I'm changing. I'm self-destructing, 'cause I need your loving. hasn't been right since you left. But I've been reading and listening to preaching. I'm on a new journey finding God. Lord, I'm changing, and I've gotten the help I need. I shed it off the old. Now I'm a brand new tree, but I'm not complaining. You know it hasn't been easy. I finally found myself, discovering the real me. But Lord, I'm changing. Lord, I'm changing, and I've gotten the help I need. I shed it off the old, and I'm growing new leaves, but I'm not complaining. No, it hasn't been easy. I finally found myself, discovering the real me. Lord, I'm changing. Lord, I'm changing. There you go, bud.
Hey, that's great.
Appreciate it.
Golly, I hear the heart in everything you do.
Yeah,
Like it's
I hope
genuine
so.
and
I hope so,
true, man. It's so good.
My truth for sure. That's how I cope and deal with myself, man. I feel every word you say.
Yeah, the quality of music is not in the way you play the guitar, way you sing it. It's what you're saying,
I hope so.
and that's what you're doing right. That is the highest quality that you can possibly
Appreciate
tune
it. It means a
into.
lot. I appreciate it.
It's incredible, and I've had a lot of great singers on here before,
Of course.
a lot of good bands. But man, I hear yours, it's real. I know there's a story behind every song.
You feel it. I
Yeah.
hope.
Oh, yeah, I do. Like just now.
Well, you can
like,
tell the way I sing it and my emotion I have in it, man.
Yeah, well, and you are pretty authentic. Since you walked in my door, it's
Yeah,
like you're the
okay.
most
I'm
authentic
an
person.
authentic character, but
Yeah, like you just say how you think and what you
I
feel,
do. I
and-
no longer lie. I won't.
Yeah.
I don't try to pretend to be anybody I'm not. I am who I am. You like it, I'll love you. If not, I don't care.
Do you have any message for any of your people who follow you and
Man,
little parting message?
Yeah,
I know this. I mean,
just-
are you good with coming back?
think we
I
should
would
do-
love. I would love to
think-
be here every week, bud.
I think we could do 5 of these, and it would be great.
I want to be involved. I love what you're doing. Like, let's get together and write some songs, and let's
let's do it.
let's intergrind that label. And any artists that come into here, whatever they need some help, you know who to call. I'll be there, man.
Perfect.
Like, I'm in the business for bringing happiness to people. You know what I'm saying? I'll help anybody and their dog if I'm able to. So
And maybe you can co-host with me every once in a while.
anything you need me to do, I'm there. I appreciate it. This has been awesome.
Yeah, well, we'll do it again. We'll definitely do it. And maybe
Gonna have to.
maybe next time I'll
You'll
bring
be
the
getting phone calls from me all the time. Hey, what you doing, bud? You okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll bring the cameras up and we'll.
Man, I'd love for you to come out to the farm and do some
Yeah.
content out there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That'd be
great.
sweet, dude.
We'll make that happen,
Cool.
dude. Thanks again.
Oh, Ryan, appreciate it, man. It's
All right,
really a
thank
pleasure.
you. This was amazing.
See you, folks.